Right now on Apple Valley News Now at 6, the latest update on the 1,700-acre wildfire that had Benton County on edge for several hours over the weekend. What firefighters tell us gave them a big challenge. And an update to a mid-air skydiving crash that killed a Kennewick man, what authorities say happened in the sky in Ritzville on Sunday. And people around our region honor and remember those who served in the U.S. military and gave the ultimate sacrifice. A look at one of those ceremonies coming up.
And taking a look at our SkyCam network, we've got cloudy skies, windy conditions, and a big change in our weather forecast beginning tonight. I'll tell you more. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Dan Hansen. Austin is off tonight. Memorial Day is a chance to honor those who have died serving in the U.S. military. It dates back to the Civil War when Americans sought to honor more than 500,000 soldiers killed in battle. It later became a day to honor fallen soldiers in all U.S. wars and was designated a federal holiday in 1971. Many Americans observe Memorial Day by taking part in parades or laying wreaths or flowers at grave sites. We'll get to local coverage of this day and other headlines in just a few minutes. It's a beautiful day outside, changing, of course, for some of us around the region. Stacy, it's pretty windy out there, and she joins us with a first look at that first alert forecast.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. It is. It started out really nice and sunny, maybe a little muggy. Now it's starting to cool down, and the gusty winds have really picked up. Now there are wind advisories for the Yakima Valley all the way into Sunnyside, but the winds have kind of moved to the east now this afternoon. So 20 to 30 mile an hour winds with gusts up to 50 miles an hour. That will expire tonight at 11. You can see by our shaky camera taking a look at Columbia Point. Not stopping these guys from playing around in the river, but 80 degrees right now with a feels like of 79, and our winds are coming from the west-northwest at 19 miles per hour. Humidity pretty low, and again, those winds continue to come in from the west at a pretty good pace this evening. Look at Pendleton, we're up to 38 mile an hour gusts, so very, very windy. Temperature-wise, we're going to see a big decrease as the evening moves on. Look at temperatures down in the 50s by 11 o'clock tonight, and we do have increasing chances of rain across the board throughout the evening as well. So the rain gear should come out. Temperatures have dropped a good 6 degrees since the 5 o'clock newscast. So yes, temperatures are dropping rapidly on top of a cold front that is moving in to the region. Tomorrow we'll see daytime highs only barely hitting 60 in Ellensburg, under 70 degrees in the Columbia Basin. So those gusty winds stick around tonight. Chance of showers and thunderstorms moving in. Big temperature drop on the way tomorrow, and the rest of the week, well, it's a roller coaster. I'll show you more coming up. Dan?
Thanks, Stacey. Fire crews report the Country Meadow fires near Kennewick is now 90% contained after burning 1,700 acres in Badger Canyon over the weekend. Benton County Fire District 1 says outside crews demobilized this morning, with local firefighters now handling patrols and mop-up operations. No homes were destroyed, but one metal shop was lost. Investigators continue examining what sparked the fire. Officials say drones and traffic created problems for firefighting crews during the height of the fire on Saturday.
When there is air support working on a wildfire, they need clear space in the air to be able to safely operate. And when there are drones being used, they can't fly. Our focus and our goal is to protect homes, and that needs to supersede the need or the desire for that really cool video.
Now, initial reports suggest a controlled burn in a private property may have escaped containment. The Benton County Sheriff's Office continues investigating the cause. Fire officials are also reminding residents to avoid activities that could spark fires as hot, windy, and dry conditions continue across the Tri-Cities.
The fire truck with the American flag on it, because that one looks cool.
Deidre Murphy says she was at work when her husband called to say flames were moving toward her property. She says the situation escalated quickly, with firefighters eventually using their driveway as a staging area while crews work to protect homes in the neighborhood. Murphy tells us seeing the response up close was both terrifying and eye-opening for her family, especially her young son, who watched fire trucks and flames from home as crews raced to keep the fire from spreading.
Jessica Dunn, am I speaking event and the rest of the afternoon, and right before I was about to go on the speaking panel, I got a ton of calls from my husband, and I kept saying, I can't talk right now, can I call you later? And he said, no, it's an emergency, because I know at one point the road was so smoky that even my husband at that point couldn't have left if he wanted to.
Firefighters were able to keep the fire from reaching the Murphys' home, and Deidre says she's thankful for the fast response from crews. Now to some breaking news that just hit before the 5 o'clock hour. 2 people have been arrested for a shooting that happened in Walla Walla overnight. 21-year-old Jan Vasquez of Milton Freewater was arrested on suspicion of assault, and 20-year-old Linda Cuevas, also of Milton Freewater, was arrested on suspicion of making false statements and rendering criminal assistance. Authorities with the Walla Walla Police Department say a 30-year-old man was shot in a parking lot. They say video evidence showed the victim and Vasquez get into a fight just before a gunshot rang out. Investigators say they were able to arrest Vasquez around 10 a.m. and say they found a gun and other evidence. The victim remains in critical condition. Read more on this on AppleValleyNewsNow.com. A Kennewick man has been identified as the person who died in a skydiving crash in Ritzville Sunday night. Authorities with the Adams County Sheriff's Office say Randy Hubbs was with 10 people at West Plains skydiving around 5:30 for a scheduled jump. Preliminary information shows Hubbs crashed into a Colville woman mid-air and he was knocked unconscious. He was found north of the drop zone and died at the scene. The Colville woman was taken to a nearby hospital and her current condition is not known. A Union Gap man has been identified as the person who died in a single-car crash early Sunday morning. The Washington State Patrol says the crash happened just before 1:30 a.m. on I-82 within Grandview city limits. Troopers say 23-year-old Miguel Britt was driving westbound when he lost control, went off the road, and crashed. Britt and his 21-year-old female passenger from Kennewick were taken to a Richland hospital. Troopers say Britt died from his injuries. The woman's condition has not been released. WSP says it appears speed was a factor in the crash. For more than a century, City View Cemetery has been a part of Pasco's history. And this Memorial Day, it's also serving as a place to honor nearly 1,000 veterans laid to rest. I spent the morning learning about the cemetery's history and how the ceremony is helping keep those sacrifices remembered. Since 1923, City View Cemetery has overlooked Pasco, becoming not only a final resting place for families, but also for generations of veterans who served the country. Today, nearly 1,000 veterans are buried there.
We've got Civil War out here. We have the Spanish-American War out here, World War I, all the way up to the current days now.
Every Memorial Day, families gather among the headstones for a ceremony focused less on celebration and more on remembrance.
Remembering is so important. It keeps them alive in the stories that we tell about them and the ways that we honor them.
The cemetery's Veterans Memorial has become a place where families return year-round to reflect, remember loved ones, and connect with the city's history.
It tells people where the city came from and what their sacrifices they've done.
Leaders say it's also a lesson for kids, what Memorial Day really means.
It's important to teach our kids and bring them to these events so that they learn firsthand the value and the importance of Memorial Day.
At a cemetery that's been part of Pasco for more than a century, the names on these stones are history. And for many families, today is about making sure they're never forgotten. And the home of the brave. If you missed the ceremony, City View Cemetery's Veterans Memorial is open year-round for visitors who want to pay their respects. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now at 6, a school district in our region is considering moving to a 4-day school week. Why they say it could be exactly what the district needs. And Stacy is back with a look at your full First Alert forecast. Will you need a jacket later tonight, or can you keep your shorts on? We'll be right back.
about this. Heads, you go to Northern Quest. Tails, you go to Northern Quest for the $70,000 coin flip frenzy. Just play daily with your Camus Rewards card to rack up entries and earn 4 times entries every Tuesday. Then you could be flipping your way to 35 grand in cash this Thursday. The $70,000 coin flip frenzy. Only at Northern Quest.
The unbelievable summer sticker sales event is going on now at Overturf Kia in Pasco. Save an additional $750 from now until June 1st when you purchase a select new 2026 Sportage Hybrid, Sorento Hybrid, as well as Carnival and Carnival Hybrid models. Overturf Kia, just south of Highway I-182 at the Road 100 Broadmoor Boulevard exit on St. Thomas Drive in Pasco.
Did you know CancerGuard can help screen for multiple cancers?
Good to know.
CancerGuard helps screen for over 50 cancers, even before symptoms appear.
Wait, what?
It's one simple blood test.
That really is good to know.
CancerGuard, from the makers of Cologuard.
Every Sunday night, he can't sleep. But not this Sunday.
When you really need to sleep, ZzzQuil has no equal. Get the deeply restorative sleep you need. ZzzQuil, not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
Get ready, Walla Walla. The sweetest season is here. Join us at the ballpark for opening day, June 2nd, as the Walla Walla Sweets hit the field. We're bringing the fun with post-game fireworks, and 1,000 fans will receive a Sweet Stadium clear backpack. Gates open at 6, so mark your calendar, because this season the Sweets are bringing the thrill of baseball back to Walla Walla. Check our website for ticket packages and get your tickets now. Be part of the Walla Walla Sweets experience this season. Let's play ball.
When enjoying the sun, remember sunscreen wears off. Reapply if you're out longer than 2 hours and after swimming. More about preventing skin cancer at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Skin cancer prevention and screening available at Prosser Memorial Health. Visit prosserhealth.org.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Wendy Redmond, only one state, Apple Valley News Now.
And we're always on your side.
Welcome back. Franklin County Sheriff Jim Raymond, who is being held in contempt of court for failing to return what a judge has called county property, is changing his press conference. Sheriff Raymond said originally he would be holding it Tuesday morning. He announced over the weekend it is now Thursday the 28th. He said this came at the request of his attorneys and insurance company. His next court date is June 3rd, and a Walla Walla County judge says he is being fined $1,000 a day each day he refuses to turn in the items. We will carry the sheriff's press conference live on our social media platforms and give a breakdown on Thursday. The Waitsburg School District is already looking ahead to next school year as district leaders continue planning efforts for students and staff. The small district located in Walla Walla County is already shifting its focus toward next fall as the current school year begins to wrap up. One of those conversations involves something more districts across the region have been looking into recently, a possible 4-day school week. District officials say there are no plans in place right now, but say it is something generating interest and early discussion.
Not saying that we're going to go there, but just like there's interest, so there's discussions, we may end up forming a group to study it. So that's something else that we're just, again, like contemplating, like something interesting. There's a lot more schools in this area that are looking, to adopt that schedule.
District leaders say other summer discussions will include student support strategies, professional development, and looking at ways to reduce screen time for students. The City of Aragon's Business Incubator project is continuing to move forward as city leaders look to create new opportunities for small businesses in the community. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with city officials about the latest progress on the project.
The City of Aragon is continuing to make progress on its new business incubator facility, currently under construction. The small city located in Morrow County hopes the project will help attract new businesses, create job opportunities, and support long-term economic growth. While construction may appear slow from the outside, city officials say important groundwork is now taking place before the main structure arrives.
Right now they've got their plumbers in, they're putting the concrete in the bottom and the stem walls. And I believe it's this week or early next week the building is delivered.
Palmquist says the structure will be a metal building designed to match the city's existing plaza area. However, city leaders say funding challenges remain, as original plans for additional federal dollars to finish the interior have been reduced.
Ours was originally designed that it would just be a shell and then we'd go after other money. We had a good probability we'd get money. It's federal money through U.S. Small Business Administration, but that has been drastically cut.
Aragon city officials tell me that the goal of this incubator project is to expand on the city's economic development as well as bring more jobs to the Aragon community. However, city officials tell me that from talking with residents here in Aragon that there are many different kinds of businesses that folks would like to see come to the community.
One of them I mentioned before is why we're putting water in there is hopefully if we could get a tenant that would be a salon, so they could come in and do hair and nails and all of that. That has been one of the desires that the public in the Aragon area has wanted and desired.
Officials in neighboring Umatilla say investing in small businesses can create long-term benefits for the community.
I think our role was well served in setting that stage, providing the space for businesses to establish and grow. And I think with this incremental 3-year approach, it can allow people to take those risks in starting a business.
The City of Aragon hopes the project will create new opportunities for small businesses while helping build long-term economic growth. In Aragon, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
City officials say the project is still targeting a completion date of December.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And big changes in just the last hour. I've been watching this band of showers hit the west side all day long, but as those winds have picked up this afternoon, well, here comes the rain starting to move on into the Yakima and Kittitas valleys. We're seeing that there, and then we're even seeing a little bit of pop-up showers here in Dayton and a couple of lightning bolts. So thunderstorms possible. They're going to be scattered. I was seeing some raindrops a little earlier here in Ellensburg. 61 degrees. Temperatures have dropped rapidly there as well, and you can see that humidity increasing. Winds are from the northwest at 18 miles an hour. Look at the gusts. They're really pushing that cold front into our area. It's been very blustery down here on the Columbia River Gorge. That could be impacting drivers. There's even a blowing dust advisory out in the John Day area, so folks need to be very careful traveling tonight. Here's the cold front moving into the region, and you're starting to see that moisture finally make its way to the eastern part of the state. Let's take a look at Futurecast. It's showing those showers continuing to build up heavier around 8 o'clock across Sunnyside, eventually making their way into the Tri-Cities, Hermiston area, and then Pendleton, Walla Walla, and the Tollgate area where it's going to be a little bit stormy. Now the storms are going to be broken apart and scattered on and off over the next couple of days. In fact, more rain coming through on Tuesday and then into Wednesday. Most of the rain appears to be staying to the south. We're going to kind of mellow out Wednesday, but don't worry, more rain starts to build up as we head towards Thursday and Friday. So an unsettled week with varying temperatures, and I'll show you that in a sec. Rain-wise, not too impressive. A little bit more rain as you get towards the foothills of the Blues, but less than 1/10 of an inch for most of our area. Temperatures tonight dropping into the 30s and 40s in the Kittitas Valley. For the Yakima Valley, we'll see temperatures in the lower to middle 40s with a 20% chance of showers. Columbia Basin, about a 30% chance of rain. The winds are going to be the issue here tonight, and temperatures in the 40s. For the foothills of the Blues, also those lower 40s to the upper 40s the further up you get. 70% chance of rain, and don't count out a thunder boomer or two possible. Look for those gusty winds, 62 and then back to 77, then to the 80s, then back to the 70s. This is what I was talking about, roller coaster temperatures, and they're going to last all the way into the first week of June. Here's what it looks like in Yakima. The same temperature roller coaster with varying degrees of rain. More so towards Thursday and Friday in the Yakima Valley. June 1st, though, back to the 80s, so kind of feeling summer, as then we will be less than a month away from the summer solstice. Here's Tri-Cities with up and down temperatures and chances of rain on and off all the way through Friday in the Tri-Cities. So again, we'll have to time those storms. They're going to be hit and miss, as those are pretty low chances, but they do exist. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if you hear a little thunder and lightning tonight in some areas. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla. 60s to the 70s to the 80s, back to the 70s, and bouncing around a lot, Dan.
Sure is. Stacy, we've known each other a while.
Right.
What have I always told you I don't like?
What?
The wind.
The wind, I know.
But it was muggy this morning,
right?
And it actually feels pretty good out right now.
It feels much better now than it did earlier today. You are right, Dan.
Well, thanks, Stacy. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now at 6, in case you needed a reason not to ignore the signs, here is your sign what happens when this pickup driver tries to go his own way. We'll be right back.
This is real life. This is also real life for those who shopped at Fred's Appliance. At Fred's Appliance, we don't do gimmicks, just clean laundry and everyday low prices. Right now, all laundry is on sale from GE, LG, Maytag, and more. Save big on top load and front load washers and dryers. We're here whenever you need us. Shop the largest supply of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region, only at your local Fred's Appliance.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you should pay what we pay.
Now get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Criminy. Your plants, how'd you get them to grow like this?
I started banking with ICCU.
ICCU?
Yeah, I should have switched a long time ago. Credit union with service and technology like theirs is just better. I can do everything in the app and talk to an actual human being on video chat.
Hi.
And that made your plants grow like crazy?
You tell me.
Everything you need for your banking and everything you love about a credit union. ICCU. Life's greener here.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis? With fewer symptoms from moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, where would you go? Imagine being a million miles away. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. And for adults with active psoriatic arthritis, Tremfya goes beyond the skin. Less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. And Tremfya even reduced fatigue. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
What's Tide Evo?
It's real laundry magic. With 6 layers of cleaning power, new Tide Evo makes stains disappear. Like magic. New Tide Evo is real laundry magic.
1 in 5 Americans get skin cancer by age 70. However, when detected early, the 5-year survival rate is 99%. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Skin cancer prevention and screening available at Prosser Memorial Health. Visit prosserhealth.org.
Welcome back. Take a look at a couple of these crazy moments caught on camera posts. Newly released video shows the moment a tour bus was hit head-on by a Corvette. Video shared by the California Highway Patrol shows the bus, which authorities say was carrying 48 passengers, traveling on the scenic 17-mile drive when a Corvette appears, crossing over the double line and smashing headfirst into the front of the bus. CHP reports one person on the bus had just minor injuries, and the driver of the Corvette escaped unharmed but was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. Now to this viral post from Wisconsin Department of Transportation. A pickup truck got stuck in wet concrete on an interstate ramp in Milwaukee County. The department says the driver physically removed a road closed barrier before driving into the freshly poured concrete. For future reference, if you're looking for a sign to steer clear of trouble like this, the big one reading road closed is probably it. Benton County Fire District crews aren't getting a break. They've been battling another fire near Findlay the last hour. And we've got a look at the damage and what's coming up in our next half hour. We'll be right back.
Only one station is on your side.
One station.
Apple Valley News Now.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. But I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my two girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
You don't need to drop a ton of cash to make your home look like $1 million. You just need to hit up the extended Memorial Day super sale at Furniture Row. Shop top brands like Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Borkhold Amish, and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Score doorbuster deals before they're gone. And with 60 months no interest, it's easy to refresh any or every room in your home. Amazing selection, quality designs, stylish looks. But hurry, the extended Memorial Day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
You got shortness of breath, chest pains, and a cough. Little things wipe you out, you can't shake it off. It might be long COVID. You got chills, brain fog, depression, fever, can't smell or taste. Could be long COVID. One more time.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation, and right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
Now at McDonald's, get more value on whatever you're getting next when you order from the under $3 menu.
On board Rocky Mountaineer, you'll traverse the Canadian Rockies with ease, where world-class service and conversations flow like a mountain river. Rocky Mountaineer.
If you're having emotional, psychological, or severe anxiety issues, get help. Taking care of your mental health is vitally important. Find out more at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics. Visit prosserhealth.org.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who's making a difference and going that extra mile to make our communities better, please let us know. Click on Volunteers Count on the contest tab at applevalleyNewsNow.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and Apple Valley News Now.
Coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30, Richland fire crews work fast to get this fire in a residential neighborhood under control. The race against time in a critically dry environment. Plus, a Tri-Cities man is making a name for himself in Hollywood. Don't miss our sit-down interview with Jamal Lloyd Johnson and his experience on the latest Marvel TV special. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Thanks for sticking with us. We're going to get right to Stacy because for many of us throughout the region, our weather is changing quickly. Hey, Stacy, what have you been tracking the last few minutes?
That's right. As folks are starting to head back from their trips over the weekend, they're going to encounter, well, cloudy skies and even some rain. Now, the good news here for the Yakima Valley, we've been tracking a small wildfire near Sela this afternoon, but the rain showers are starting to move into the area. 70 degrees. We've had a big drop, even though the feels like is 75. Winds have decreased slightly. Humidity is on the rise, and that is due to some incoming showers and moisture finally. Now, there is a wind alert that's in place till 11 o'clock tonight, including the Yakima Valley, but all the way down here to the Columbia River Gorge, impacting folks in those motorhomes, those travel trailers. The gusts are still pretty breezy, though, in Ellensburg, Yakima, Cross White Pass, Sadis Pass, and the Dalles very windy this afternoon, and the winds have really picked up here in the Pendleton area this afternoon. Let's take a look, though, at our radar, zoom on in, and we're starting to see those showers just starting to make their way. Some light sprinkles out in the area, so that should help the firefighters dealing with the fire in Sela tonight. Let's take a look at our varying chances of rain. They're going to be on and off, and you're going to see a lot of this throughout the week as it's very unsettled once we get past tonight. Our temperatures are still holding strong, but we've dropped quite a bit in Yakima already, 10 degrees. It's 80 degrees right now in Tri-Cities. We've dropped a full 6 degrees since the 5 o'clock newscast. For tomorrow, look for temperatures only reaching under 70 degrees in the Tri-Cities, barely in the 60s for Pendleton, Walla Walla, and Ellensburg, plus gusty winds. So stay aware of that wind advisory in place till 11 o'clock. Those chance of showers and even thunderstorms possible with this system moving in. A big, huge temperature drop tomorrow. And then we're on a roller coaster as far as temperatures go all week long. I'll tell you more coming up. Dan?
Thanks, Stacy. We'll check back with you here in a little bit. A vehicle in a in a resident's backyard caught fire this afternoon in Richland. At 3:21 p.m., units were dispatched to what was called a potential structure fire. 4 minutes later, the Richland Fire Department was at the scene. No one was hurt in the fire, and as a precaution, some firefighters were raised into the air above the house in case things got out of hand, but they were not needed.
We were dispatched to a possible structure fire is what it came in. People could see smoke from behind the residence. When we exited the station, we had a really good column of black smoke showing, so it was upgraded to a residential structure fire. When we arrived, we found a single vehicle and other miscellaneous contents in the backyard that were in fire. No structures were on fire, no structures threatened, and nothing damaged.
As of right now, the cause of the fire is unknown and under investigation. And take a look at this. Fire crews from Benton County Fire District 1, many of the firefighters who battled the Country Meadows fire, are on scene of a structure fire and vegetation fire in Findlay. Firefighters were called to this fire off Game Farm Road near Riverview High School. We have a person on the scene and will update you at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Next week, Walla Walla will welcome a film crew into the city as production team shoots a commercial. Community members and businesses may notice temporary street closures due to filming. The city of Walla Walla will provide more specific information regarding affected streets and the timing of the closures. The city believes this will generate economic activity for hotels and restaurants. A local actor from Tri-Cities recently appeared on the Marvel television special, The Punisher: One Last Kill. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable sat down with Jamal Lloyd Johnson for an interview about his acting career.
I want to first talk about just your connection to the Tri-Cities.
I've been here now for almost 7 years. I love it here. Just the pace is great. I have family from Washington. My uncle who served in Vietnam, he's from Walla Walla. My aunt lives on the west side of Seattle, so I came here during COVID from California because California was a little hectic, so to speak. So I wanted to come here for a slower pace, and so been here. I love it. I think it allows me to kind of really dive into my craft a little bit more, especially depending on the characters.
Being Barry, I got to know a little bit. What was that experience like?
Well, it was amazing. I mean, I had to audition, obviously, for the role, and if you know, or some of the fans know a little bit about Barry the Barracuda, he is an amazing, forcible character. He is one of the Punisher's main enemies. He's a master manipulator. He's smart. He's fearless. I would equate him to the Dark Mirror of the Punisher, played by Jon Bernthal. It's what the Punisher could become if he continues to go down that pathway. So it was amazing just to be able to step into the universe of Marvel.
The way you were describing that character, is it difficult or, I don't know, fun, challenging to get into a role like that where, you know, you're trying to portray someone, you know, with a dark side?
Yeah. Fun. Absolutely fun.
That was just a snippet of the interview, and to hear more from our interview with Johnson, you can check out our website, applevalleynewsnow.com, later tonight. President Trump honored fallen U.S. service members at an Arlington National Cemetery today, including 13 who died in connection with the war in Iran. The family of Captain Ariana Savannah, who died aboard a refueling aircraft that crashed in Iraq, was in attendance and stood to be recognized. As the president works to secure an end to the war, he projected victory and said service members will not have died in vain.
And around the world, we unite in solemn observance. With reverent hearts, we honor those who fell so that our republic might stand, those who died so that our nation could live, those who gave up their sacred light on earth so that the sublime light of American freedom would shine forever and ever. This Memorial Day, we salute them, we exalt them, and we thank them for all that we have and for all that they gave. They gave everything.
The president was joined by Vice President J.D. Vance for the solemn ceremony marking Memorial Day. We may have enjoyed a day outside today, but our conditions are changing. What you'll need to plan for the rest of your week. Stacy is up with your first full alert forecast. We'll be right back.
Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
Oh, look, here we are on our honeymoon.
Lander, Wyoming. Jackalope capital of the world. I'll never forget your face when you unwrapped those bus tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Tears of joy. Pure, unbridled.
Anniversaries are special, so we're celebrating with a guaranteed $1 million giveaway. Only at Northern Quest. 25 years bold.
Ready, Beth? Beth?
When congestion stuffs you up and there's no time to waste, Afrin No Drip unblocks in seconds for instant relief.
Wow.
Afrin No Drip. The wow is real.
On three, Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to help people save hundreds. 1, 2, 3.
Liberty Mutual helps you
Nailed it! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty, liberty.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you could save big with up to $3,200 in utility and cool cash rebates available this spring. At Total Energy Management, we will ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
This is Luke and Ann, who spent a lifetime saving for retirement, but living off those savings.
Scary.
Scary. With their advisor Matt's plan, Earn and Save became Invest and Spend. And now,
We're getting a lot more enjoyment out of life.
JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Fred's Appliance, veteran-founded, family-owned, locally since 1962. Come check out what's on sale this Memorial Day. This Memorial Day, all refrigerators are on sale, like this LG fridge. Make the most of your space with this sleek style and compact design of this zero-clearance LG refrigerator, a savings of $1,800. At Fred's, we have thousands of items in stock, making us the smartest and most convenient choice.
Every year, millions fly with us at Allegiant because together, we go places. We see old friends and try new things. We laugh. We really like to laugh. And reconnect. We remember. And we wander, which leads to wonder. From how we go, to where we go, to what we do when we get there, we go further together.
When it comes to travel, you're a winner. That's why you don't just have a travel pillow. You have a full-body travel cocoon. And that's why you rent with National, where you can skip the counter and go.
And Memorial Day weekend, gas prices are mostly holding steady. AAA says the national average for a gallon of gas this holiday is $4.50 a gallon. It's the second highest Memorial Day price on record, topped only by the price of $4.61 a gallon in 2022. The war with Iran has sent oil and gas prices skyrocketing over the past few months. Today marks the start of what's called one of the 100 deadliest days of summer, a time that stretches from Memorial Day through Labor Day, when the number of fatal car crashes significantly spikes for teen drivers. Mandy Gaither shares how you can help young people get home safely.
It's never easy turning over the car keys to your child, but this time of year can be especially concerning as the next 100 days are considered the deadliest for teen drivers.
That's when teens drive more, they have more free time, and they're often driving in higher risk conditions.
Jonathan Asani with Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health says any new driver, regardless of age, is more prone to car crashes, but inexperience is just a part of what makes driving riskier for teens.
Because their brains are still developing and they have more difficulty calibrating risk, frankly.
Teens between the ages of 16 and 19 have a fatal crash rate almost 3 times higher than drivers ages 20 and older per mile driven. While car crashes are a top cause of death among teens year-round, they tend to spike in summer, rising by 30% between Memorial Day and Labor Day. Not using a seatbelt, distracted driving, speeding, substance use, and having teenage or young adult passengers in the car are all factors that also raise a teen's driving risk.
In addition, driving late at night, particularly between 9 p.m. and midnight, is associated with an elevated crash risk.
To reduce risk, parents can monitor their teens' driving, set clear rules and expectations, like always wearing a seatbelt, not using the phone, and not driving with other young people in the car. Choosing a vehicle with safety features is also important.
Crashes are predictable, they're painful, but they're preventable.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The CDC also has a form parents can print out and teens can sign. That puts a family's rules of the road in writing to clearly set expectations and limits.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we're going to start out with your reason to smile. How about a patriotic egret? I like it. Nice little flyby there on your Memorial Day. Thanks to Chuck Lawless. Thank you for getting that photo on for us, Chuck. QR code right here on your screen. That's how you get your weather photo on TV. Thanks to our friends at Lifetime Dental. Nice photo. All right, shaky camera. There's been people out here recreating still. I call them the diehards because the river isn't so nice right now. Still warm though. It's 80 degrees with a feels like of 79. Humidity at 19%. The winds though, northwest at 19 miles an hour. The gusts even stronger than that. We're seeing gusts up to 30 miles an hour. And it's been windy in the Yakima-Kittitas Valley. Wind advisory till 11 o'clock tonight. Even windier though, the further east you get Hermiston and Pendleton. And it's just been windy all day long down the Columbia River Gorge. This is what's happening. This cold front is moving in. We've been watching this line of showers on the west side. It just was planted there all day. Finally starting to push off to the east, which will impact our region. Let's take a look at our futurecast. We've been seeing a few sprinkles already in the Ellensburg and Yakima area. Those showers will continue to move to the east, heavy at times across Sunnyside and into the Columbia Basin and Tri-Cities. Now with this unsettled weather and that hot air, now cold air, and a quick move on that, that's when we could start to see some thunder and lightning out of that. Tomorrow morning, most of the showers should be to the south. However, you could see a stray sprinkle through the Columbia Basin and Tri-Cities on and off tomorrow afternoon. Looks like most of the rain will stay to the west. However, some of it slides back over as it swirls around through the area. We're going to dry up Wednesday briefly, but we have another system building as we get into Thursday and Friday. So Futurecast is looking a little bit wild out there. Rain collection wise, not a ton, 1/10 of an inch or less, and then a little bit more as you get closer to the foothills of the Blues. So not very impressive for rain totals, but we'll take what we can get, right? 30s and 40s into the Yakima-Kittitas Valley for tomorrow. Winds from the northwest at 30 miles an hour tonight, I should say. Tonight we'll see temperatures down in the 40s through the Yakima Valley with the precip chances at about 20%. A little bit of a better chance of seeing those rain showers falling here in the Columbia Basin. Temperatures staying in the middle 40s and lower 40s to the upper 40s along the foothills of the Blues, with even better chances of rain there tonight and possibly a stray thunderstorm. As we head into 7 days, look at the roll. This is at 60s, 70s, 80s. It's up, it's down all the way through the rest of the week. So very unsettled through Friday. Things start to mellow out as we get into the weekend, and then June 1st hits on Monday. So here we are wrapping up the final month of May on a roller coaster without even having to go to the fun park for that. All right, here's Tri-Cities, 60s and 70s, nearly 90 Thursday, and then drops back down to under 80 on Friday, and then we'll see 84 degrees popping back in for June 1st. Hermiston also on the same ride with varying chances of rain or thunderstorms possible on and off all week long. We'll really have to keep a close eye on the thunderstorm potential as those temperatures are fluctuating. That's what kind of brings them in. That hot and cold air meet together. Those bring in those cells, and then we see thunderstorms. So we'll really be watching that this coming week.
So you just buckle up, throw our hands in the air, and enjoy the ride, huh?
Buckle up, that's right.
All right, we'll be right back.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through July 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when paired with an eligible Daikin ductless system at Bruce Heating and Air.
Struggling with digestive issues? At Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center, board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon helps uncover real answers close to home. Advanced testing services include anorectal manometry and drug-free biofeedback for chronic constipation and bloating, Bravo pH testing for heartburn, and esophageal manometry to diagnose swallowing problems. Restore your quality of life. Talk to your primary care provider or gastroenterologist about a referral, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep you out of the picture. Now, there's Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free.
Control of my symptoms means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Get back in the picture. Skyrizi is proven to help deliver relief, repair, and remission. Feel significant symptom relief as early as 4 weeks. Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year, and help people achieve lasting remission.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Ready to get back in the picture with Skyrizi?
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and UC combined.
I know you all have a few concerns.
My internet is too fast.
That's good.
Why aren't they forcing me to sign a contract? Is it me?
Yeah, and I'm saving too much money by switching.
My install was too quick and painless.
Now my connection is the most stable thing in my life.
What's Zipley's endgame here? I'm sure there's an explanation.
I feel like my world is crumbling.
Calm down. Folks, who threw that? Did that have sprinkles?
Ziply Fiber, as low as $35 per month with no strings attached.
Pedals and Payouts continues this May at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. And the Money Tree is back, blooming all weekend long with over $4,000 in cash and free play. Every Friday and Saturday, the money keeps growing until it's won. Then on Saturday, May 30th, 4 grand prize finalists will try to grow their riches over $10,000 in cash and prizes. May is in full bloom only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Welcome back. Now imagine this. Imagine being asleep in bed when you hear a loud crash from the kitchen, followed by the sound of something shattering. Consumer Reports uncovered the complaints on exploding oven doors and is now calling on regulators to take action.
Spontaneously exploded, a loud crash, like a small bomb went off. These are just some of the ways consumers describe the moment the glass in their oven door shattered.
No one thinks that they're going to have a ticking time bomb in their kitchen in which glass will fly all over the place.
Consumer Reports investigation focused on complaints filed with the Consumer Product Safety Commission over a 15-month period. They found nearly 400 incidents and more than 40 injuries. In many of those reports, people say the oven wasn't even on.
Some were asleep in bed. They went downstairs. They touched the oven. It was cold to the touch, but there was glass all over the floor.
Consumer Reports found similar complaints dating back more than a decade in the CPSC's public database. And they're not limited to a single manufacturer.
Although Frigidaire is cited more than any other company, we're seeing this issue across brands.
Consumer Reports contacted the 5 manufacturers with the most complaints. LG said it's aware of the complaints, but, quote, has not identified a basis at this time for additional action. The other 4 companies said their products meet third-party safety standards. CR says Samsung is the only company to say it offers free repairs regardless of warranty status.
We're calling on these companies to work with the Consumer Product Safety Commission, dig into the incidents, and offer free repairs to consumers.
Consumer Reports says there may not be obvious warning signs before the glass fails.
There's nothing clear besides possibly if there's a chip or a crack or damage in the glass. And if that was to happen, I would contact the manufacturer immediately.
And if your oven glass does shatter, Consumer Reports says take photos, keep any repair records, contact the manufacturer, and file a report with the CPSC. This is Marcy Whalen.
Consumer Reports says sharing these incidents with the CPSC at saferproducts.com can help regulators determine whether additional action is needed.
That's kind of scary, right?
Yeah. I was sitting there watching it. I was like, please tell me what brands they are.
Right. All right, stay with us. More weather when we come right back.
This Memorial Day sales event, your local Ford stores proudly salute you. Now get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs during the Memorial Day sales event. You pay what we pay.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back.
break away to what's possible with Tremfya.
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
Tremfya can help with symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years.
Some had visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Break away with Tremfya.
Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in 1 day. Crest.
One a day 50+ multivitamins are formulated for your overall health with nutrients to support brain and muscle function. So you're not just setting the pace, you're 1 step ahead.
Next time, slow down.
One a day 50+, the one for you.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Home isn't just walls and a roof. It's where hope begins. With Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity, you can build that home together with people who care. Our path to ownership is affordable and supportive, with education and partnership at every step. Wondering if you qualify? Fill out our online application. We are building in Benton and Franklin counties and in Walla Walla. Apply online today. Let's build the place you'll call home.
More than 2 people die of skin cancer in the U.S. every hour, and most of it is totally preventable. Get more about preventing skin cancer at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Skin cancer prevention and screening available at Prosser Memorial Health. Visit prosserhealth.org.
This Memorial Day sales event, your local Ford stores proudly salute you. Now get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs during the Memorial Day sales event. You pay what we pay.
Welcome back. We want to give you a quick update on the fire happening in Findlay right now. Fire crews from Benton County and Kennewick remain on scene of a mobile home fire. It spread to nearby vegetation. Crews were able to get it out quickly, and at this time, no word on injuries. We'll have more details on AppleValleyNewsNow.com. All right, Stacy, let's take a final look at your forecast.
That's right.
Let's get that roller coaster going.
Right, and let's get done with this first alert weather day. Again, fire danger has been extremely high all weekend long, as we told you last week. All right, the big weather stories, however, big temperature drop tomorrow. We're talking from 80s today to 60s tomorrow. Chances for showers and storms from tonight through Friday, so very active weather forecast all this week. And then the temperatures are up and down like a roller coaster all week long. So I don't know if I could give you advice on clothing. Be prepared for all of it. Tomorrow, though, look at much cooler, so temperatures out the door will be cooler and varying chances of rain through the area. Once again, we'll see those breezy and gusty winds, and a sneak peek at Wednesday. Look at those temperatures. They go right back up, and we'll still see the breezy winds. So unfortunately, Dan, I know you don't like the wind, but
Hey,
it's
as
part
long
of
as
the deal.
it's not like below 30 degrees, we're good.
There you go.
We're in great shape right now.
I like that.
All right, thanks for watching our news at 6. We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a great night. See you then.